Good night, everyone. Tonight, God is good and God is good all the time. My name is Irma J. Speech Divine. I'm also Unsolved Mr. Divine. I'm here to give you a lot of shout news on tonight. Oh, and it's not going to be too good. So much terrible news. The person going to be, I talked about you like weeks ago. When they found the two sisters dead in a taxi cab right across from the hotel. Come to find out, it's the father had shot him. The father was convicted of the fatal shooting his two teenage daughters in Texas. So the father in Dallas, who evaded arrest for more than 12 years. Now this happened like 12 years ago because it happened like 2008. Being accused of fatal shooting the two teenagers' daughter in 2008, was convicted Tuesday. He was 65 years old. He was found guilty of capital murder in the deaths of 18-year-old Amarada and 17-year-old Sarah. Now, the prosecutor did not pursue the death penalty, meaning he received automatic life sentence. So prosecutor Lauren Black said he was assessed with possession and he was controlling. So he was controlling father, and he was assessed over these two girls, and that was his daughter. So you got to be careful with your own parents. So I have this terrible news for tonight. Now this father was possessed over these two girls. And he killed them. He killed them and left them in the cab, and he took off. He was on the run for 12 years, and he just not got caught. Cause this happened like 2008, and he just got caught. So he been on the run for 12 years. So the two sisters was found shot to death in a taxi cab parked near the hotel in Dallas, Serbia. Now, one of the sisters, Sarah, called 911, telling the operator that her father had shot her and that she was dying. You know, so Sarah was shot 9 times. That's a lot of time to be shot by your own father. And the other daughter was shot twice. So he shot the first one 9 times. He must have really was angry with her. I understand parents or either children, you could just shoot your child like that so many times. So I read on this weeks ago, and I'm glad they finally got the killer who killed these two sisters, and come to find out it's the father. He was possessed over these girls, and also with the mama in the house. So the two sisters called themselves running from him because he was just constantly um just being mean and shouting and doing all kind of stuff in the house. So they wanted to get away from all that violence. And he found him. He must have found him in a hotel and dragged him in a cab. But I don't understand. I don't even know what to say. So okay, so I have another disturbing news. Like I said, I had bad news tonight. And this is a mother that stabbed both of her kids. She was arrested. Horrible scene inside the home. Where the children were stabbed. Where this is very disturbing to me. I had to just take a deep breath before I even to this video. And this happened right here in New Orleans. Authorities said Janie sliced the throat of her young children, both of them, and made several videos and called to the father before sharing a video of herself dripping with blood on social media. And I don't understand how a lot of people can do stuff and bringing everything to social media. You know, Stabbing your children, you know, and then taking it to social media dripping in blood. You know, Children are very precious and it also is innocent. And I saw them kids, it's so beautiful kids to be life to be one of them life to be taken like that. So the 4-year-old daughter died at the hospital. Time she made it to the hospital, she was dead. She pronounced dead. The 2-year-old remained in critical condition. Now the 4-year-old, they said she was stabbed to the spinal cord. So that's why time she got to the hospital, she pronounced dead. So the charges are the second degree murder and attempt murder, second degree cruelty. These are the charges they put on her, and this was a deadly stabbing. And this so heartbreaking. For how can you put a knife to the small kids like this? You know, we just had the killing at the school. And then you got a mother killing her kids when we still trying to get justice of the 19 kids that got killed in the school. So they said the attack started after she called the children father. So we assume she was mad with the father because she just kept on saying it's his fault. I guess you wanted him to come home. But you don't take the children, don't take it out on the children when you're mad with the man. The children are innocent. The children are innocent. So the children father, Robert, that she did not intend to go to jail and will kill herself and her kids. He said she intended to go. He taking up for that after she done killed one of their child. So the father received a FaceTime call from her, focusing the camera on a 2-year-old, whose neck appeared to be red. Now she called him on FaceTime and about these kids. He said the child on neck was red. Now he got a second FaceTime call, for the 4-year-old. Appears to be bleeding from the neck. Now, my thing is the first phone call, I would have been dialing 911. So then he got a third call, FaceTime, showing both of the children bleeding from the neck. And that's what he immediately calls the police. He called 911. Because he saw both of the children bleeding from the neck. And so when he got to the house, he had to break the window to get in because she didn't want to let him in. And then she started putting the knife to her neck, saying she gonna kill herself. So the 4-year-old daughter died at the hospital. The 2-year-old is still remain in critical condition. So my heart goes out for these two children. Beautiful children too. And I don't understand how you could put a knife to a child's throat. 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. How can you put a knife to a child's throat like this here? All I'm gonna say, all children are innocent. When you're in an argument and you with a fight, remember, put the kids, lock them in a room because children are innocent. I don't know how you could put a big old knife to a little baby throat, 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. How can you? We trying to pull guns off the street, but now you're using knives. So I don't know what this season is about, but it is so much. It's so much killing is going on. It really have to stop. I really got to do some serious praying, because you got women that we still trying to get justice of these 19 kids from the school. And then you got parents crying and still mourning for their children they lost. And then you got parents just taking children life. I can't see myself putting a knife on a little baby throat like that. So we talked about in the car, taxi cab. I talked about that weeks ago, but now in a called out Remember, he left them in a taxi cab, took and gone for like 5 years up until now. So he convicted of these two teenagers. Remember, he won 9 times, shot 9 times, he shot the other time, and just left him in the cab, in the taxi cab. He just left him there. This happened 2008, and he just now got caught. So he been on a run for like 12 years. And they said the daughter called 911 and said, my father shot me, I'm dying. So she was shot several, was shot 9 times. And Moretta was shot twice. And they both called 911. Because I remember I put this out. So, both of them took turns calling 911. But the police didn't come until after the guy from the hotel came and called 911 and they came out. So 12 years have passed. And I'm glad to have the person that killed these two girls, these two teenagers. So we also talk about this mother that's in jail right now from stabbing both of her kids. One of them died at the hospital. The 2-year-old, oh my God, he's just a baby, and he in critical condition. So she's in there. The charges is second-degree murder, attempt murder, and second-degree cruelty. And that was a deadly stabbing. Deadly stabbing. They say all she kept on saying is his fault. It's his fault. No, it's not. You mad with the man. You arguing with the man. You don't take that out on the kids. The kids are innocent. The kids are innocent. They don't know what parents is arguing about. They don't know. That is innocent. And their life should not be taken because you're angry with someone. Children life shouldn't be taken. We still trying to get justice of 19 kids that's gone. And so we don't need parents to just taking a child life away. And we still mourning of the 19 kids that's gone already. So that's why the abortion needs to stay in place. It needs to stay in place. Because just like I named the other thing, everybody not fit to be having kids. You know, these two kids, one of the kids lost their life. And the poor child probably don't even know what she got hurt for. So I'm definitely gonna be praying for the child that's in critical condition and make sure and pray that he come through, that he live. So that's all the show news I have for you on today. And I'll see y'all in the next video.